तो हाँ यार, एक सेकंड। तो हाँ यार, कैसा है? तो आज हम खेल रहे हैं गंशिन इम्पैक्ट बहुत दिनों बाद। और सॉरी, मैं वेबकैम यूज़ करने की कंडीशन में नहीं हूँ अभी, तो मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ क्योंकि सॉरी, मैं नहीं चीज़ें सब बता सकता, बट अभी कंडीशन में नहीं हूँ मैं कि वेबकैम यूज़ कर सकूँ, तो इसलिए नहीं कर रहा हूँ। तो उसके लिए आई अपोलोजाइज इन एडवांस। एंटी जी टी, ओके। अरे ये मेरा सब्सक्राइबर है, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग। ये लास्ट टाइम आए थे जब मैंने गंशिन खेली थी बहुत दिनों पहले। और मेरी गेम नहीं दिख रही है, ब्लैक स्क्रीन दिख रही है, पता नहीं क्यों। एक बार रीचेक करना पड़ेगा शायद, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। लेट मी सी, ये कर देते हैं स्क्रीन शेयर, वेट करना है। स्क्रीन शेयर कर दी मैंने, तो ऑटोमेटिकली फिक्स हो जाएगी चीज़ें। सो एंटी जी टी, हेलो यार, कैसे? बहुत दिन बाद। आई थिंक लास्ट जब गंशन खेली थी तभी आए थे। गंशन आज मैं कई महीनों बाद खेल रहा हूँ, तो मुझे कुछ याद नहीं है एक्चुअली में। बट इतना आधा आप आए थे देखने, फिशिंग कर रहा था मैं शायद लास्ट टाइम जब आप आए थे। गंशिन में कुछ ऐसा सीन था। और लास्ट मैंने जब गंशिन खेली थी वो तब था जब मैं लेवल अप कर रहा था अपने करेक्टर, 70 के कर रहा था सारे, जब क्योंकि एक्सपी है नहीं मेरे पे। सो मिशंस करते हैं आज और एक्सपी गेन करते हैं आज। वैसे मेरा 5 स्टार नया करेक्टर खुल गया, मुझे वो स्ट्रीम करनी थी बट उस टाइम मैं नहीं कर पाया। बट मैं नया करेक्टर दिखा देता हूँ। आज नया बैनर आया, उसका मेरा नया करेक्टर खुला है 5 स्टार वाला। मुझे 20 क्रेट्स खोलनी पड़ी, 20 क्रेट्स में मेरी ये निकल गई शिनहिन, शिनही है, शिन है, पता नहीं क्या नाम है, शिन है आई थिंक शायद। बट जो भी है, दिखने में तो काफ़ी अच्छा है करेक्टर। मैंने यूज़ नहीं किया, तो एक बार यूज़ करके देखते हैं और सब कुछ कलेक्ट भी कर लेते हैं जो भी कलेक्ट वाला है। शैनन, शन ही, हाँ। ये मुझे 20 क्रेट्स खोलनी पड़ी इसके लिए मुझे टोटल। उसके बाद ही खुली थी। सो मेरा लक अच्छा है या फिर मेरे को ज़्यादा क्रेट्स खोलनी पड़ी? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? शी सपोर्ट यूनिट फॉर कायरो डीपीएस। कायरो इज लाइक फायर वाला, राइट? सो ओके। सो मेरा मेन है रेजर, तो रेजर के लिए शी इज़ गुड और शी इज़ नॉट। मुझे रेजर के साथ यूज़ करनी चाहिए या नहीं? मैं चारों करेक्टर मैं वैसे यूज़ करता हूँ और भी। कायरो मतलब आइस, ओके ओके, वो कायरो आइस होता है। ओके ठीक है, मेरे को लगा ओ पायरो होता है वो, सॉरी। ओके हाँ, याद आ गया, वो पायरो होता है, फायर वाला पायरो होता है। हाँ, ये क्या है पता नहीं। ये क्या है? हाई विजन, एंटर। हाँ ओके, न्यू वेपन, ओके ठीक है। क्लेम ऑल, ओ 100 मिल गए, ठीक है। और देख लेते हैं क्या क्लेम करना रह गया है, वो देखते हैं। इसमें क्या आ रहा है? वेपन, ऑफ कोर्स कटाना। और क्या क्लेम?
Once, there was a glorious kingdom
ओके
established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir,
अरे तो मैंने
tasked
पहले
with
भी देखी
seeking
है,
out
अरे
the
सेम ही
Genesis
स्टोरी है,
pearl from
सुनाते
the
हैं हर बार।
kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl.
सेम स्टोरी हर बार दिखाते हैं, क्या मतलब है? ओके क्लेम। हाँ ओके, क्लेम 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 क्लेम, बहुत सारी चीज़ें क्लेम करनी है। ओके हाँ ठीक है। रैंक 35।
Hello.
ओके हाँ ठीक है, ये ट्राई करने को भी मिल जाएगी। ये नई कैरेक्टर है क्या वैसे? ये जो है, जो नाम है इसका क्या, जो भी आइज वाली है, या फिर पुरानी है? आई थिंक मैं इससे इसको पहले भी यूज़ किया हुआ है, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग।
Obey.
मैं शायद श्योर नहीं हूँ, बट आई थिंक ये पुरानी कैरेक्टर है।
My will embodied. Cryo incarnate.
मे बी, आई डोंट रियली नो। ऐसे तो ठीक ही है, बट मैं भाले वाले इतना यूज़ नहीं करता हूँ। मुझे चाहिए हैवी डैमेज वाले, जिनकी डैमेज बहुत ज़्यादा हो, इतनी ज़्यादा कि बिल्कुल ही ख़त्म कर दें।
Oh, so sorry.
Let's spark things.
By ordinance divine. Obey.
This moment will be frozen.
Unleash.
Dodge this.
Come a little close.
Bubba, get them. Eat this.
ओके ये भी ठीक है। पुरानी है, ओके ठीक है। और क्या क्लेम करना है? ये बहुत कुछ क्लेम करने के लिए चाहिए मेरे को। एक्सपी मिलेगी, एक्सपी चाहिए मुझे। ओके आई थिंक वी आर डन हियर। एडवेंचर लेवल क्या था मेरा, मैं तो भूल भी गया। देखो, अरे सॉरी
Ad
आंटी।
Astra Abyss.
अच्छा, अपने करेक्टर से माइनिंग हटवा देता हूँ। किसे भेजूँ? ये ले। अरे हाँ, ये भी खुला है मेरा, ये भी दिखाना रह गया था मेरे को, ये भी दिखाता हूँ। एक ये भी बताने आ रही है कौन करेक्टर से क्या है ये। एक सेकेंड, यहाँ क्या मिल रहा है? ये ले आते हैं, जा तू लेके आ। होगी लिमिट, ठीक है।
Ad Astra Abyss.
एडवेंचर लेवल क्या है मेरा? हाँ, लेवल 36 पे हूँ। ओ भाई साहब भगवान, मैं तो बहुत हाई लेवल का हूँ। मैं भूल गया था। हाँ, ये वाला करेक्टर देखना एक बार, ये कौन सा है ये वाला करेक्टर? एक सेकेंड एक सेकेंड एक सेकेंड, इसकी जगह लगा दूँ ये वाला। हाँ, ये वाला करेक्टर, ये भी खुली मेरा। एक ये खुला मेरा, और एक ये वाली भी खुली। 3 करेक्टर ने खुले मेरे एक्चुअली में।
Understood. I just have to stand here, right?
और ये सारे है मेरे पे टोटल करेक्टर। ये वाला कैसा है? मेरे दो तीनों आइज खुले लॉल। मेरा ये भी आइज है, ये भी आइज है, ये भी आइज है। मेरे पे दोनों 5 स्टार आइज है लॉल। मेरे पे 2 5 स्टार है, दोनों ही आइज है। और मैं लाइक आइज के खुले हैं सारे। व्हाई द फक इज दैट इज द। इसको लेवल अप भी करना है, इसको लेवल अप करते हैं, थोड़ा सा देखते हैं। मेरे पे वैसे लेवल अप का कुछ नहीं है इसके लिए ज़्यादा। अरे लॉल, एक से लेवल 8 हो गई। देखते हैं अरे नहीं, 19 लेवल की हो गई, 20 हो गई। अब इसको और अपग्रेड के लिए चाहिए सामान। अरे है मेरे पे, इजी।
The power I
डेवलप कर दूंगा भाई साहब, भगवान। लेवल 40 हो गई। और देखते हैं, ये चाहिए मुझे। ये कहाँ से मिलेगा? ड्रैगन हेयर फेशियल फिन, ये कहाँ से मिलेगा? किसे मारना पड़ेगा? ओके, आर्क्वेन क्वेस्ट क्या होती है? स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, कॉमन क्वेस्ट। अच्छा, ये वाली करते हैं। ये वाली देखते हैं। कहाँ जाना? लेवल 19 कैसे हो रही है? कहाँ जाना है? वेट अंटिल, ओके 12 बजे तक वेट करना है। मैं टाइम बढ़ा दूंगा ना। रात के 12 सुबह के तो देखा ही नहीं मैंने। आई थिंक रात के 12 होंगे फिर। मे बी, लेट्स सी। रात के लिए है। अरे 8 तो बज गए हो। शायद ये हो जाए। अरे हो गया, क्वेश्चन चालू हो गई। बहन चौथ चालू जाना है। टीपी करेंगे, टीपी करेंगे, हाँ टीपी करेंगे, दिक्कत नहीं है, टीपी करेंगे। तुझे कितना चाहे और हम। ऐसे लोडिंग में इतना टाइम लेती नहीं है ये गेम, पता नहीं आज क्या हो रहा है। बाकी चीज़ें बंद कर देता हूँ, पीछे से चल रही हैं। अरे ये नहीं दिखाना था, चलो कोई नहीं। ओ चलो पंख खोलने आते हैं अभी भी। वो देखो नया जेड पैलेस बन रहा है स्पेशल रॉक से वहाँ पे। और वो इसमें वो कैसे देखते थे, स्कैन कैसे करते थे? इससे शायद।
Hey, so Shinhua,
ऑटो ऑटो।
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Oh, sure enough, your reputation precedes you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
Shenhua. I am there. friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think? Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it. The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
अब का जाना है ओके यहाँ जाना है हमें एडवेंचर गिल्ड ओके हेलो अंकल
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering...
Of course I have. Sorry,
क्या गेम
who's
दिख रही है
asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past for
ये
stage
क्या
use.
बात है यार गेम
Yunjin?
कैप्चर क्यों नहीं हो रही
Stage use. Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like my... So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for this, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of this stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Okay, now...
You seem tired. You like some tea?
I'll brew you some.
इस वाले को दे रखा है वो इसको दे देता हूँ उसके बाद चेंज करूँगा 1 सेकंड ये 4 स्टार है ना ब्लिज़र्ड स्लेयर चौथा भी लगा देता हूँ ना फिर ब्लिज़र्ड स्लेयर नहीं है क्या मेरे पे इसमें नोप थोड़ा ढूंढना पड़ेगा फिर आई गेस ओके
Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2? I'll catch up. I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti. The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool. A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the Divine Damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it?
I didn't quite catch your request.
Okay, so let's see अब क्या करना है. एक सेकंड. चैट हाँ हो गया. Okay. रीच द क्वेस्ट एरिया. अरे क्वेस्ट एरिया में तो हूँ और कैसे रीच करूँ.
No escape!
Take your true form!
असली पावर दिखाने पड़ेगी क्या. मर ही गया. क्या है दिया. मेरे को तो मिल नहीं रहा भाई. ओह ठीक है. यही था आयरन. वो तो नहीं है. दूसरा देखते हैं जाके.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhong said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
हेलो.
Shin.
हेलो आपका नाम क्या है. जो
alive. The rumors
how
are
crack.
true. So, all these years? I'm
Maybe
sorry,
I
I don't know
read
how
it
to
wrong.
find Subrosium.
I
But I think
apologize.
you can find some information in the village.
Hello. Anyways,
This place
welcome
is
to the
deserted
stream.
now. No one ever comes here.
You can leave a
So you
like
can
if you
rummage
want.
around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Enjoy the stream.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can can find in this village.
Hmm.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation happened right here, in this village? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around. What's this?
किसी को पढ़ना है तो पॉज करके पढ़ सकता है.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Sabrosium! Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sybrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake!
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
करना क्या है? ओह
My will embodied!
और मैं ये दबा के रखूँगा तो
Take your true form!
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
एक सेकंड मुझे इसका टैग देखना है और स्विच वेपन आई थिंक इसका क्या है? The wind होता रहा within 10 seconds of elemental reaction in target elemental mastery increase in by 48. ओके चलेगा फिर 5 स्टार अपन तो आने इनसे एजेंट ले सकता ना जरूरत नहीं अभी चेंज कर लेता हूँ
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you. And I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
ओके सो कटसीन बहुत लंबे लंबे रहता है इसमें, पीछे होकर बैठ जाता हूँ फिर आराम से।
Mind be purged, world be saved.
अरे बेस्ट ही रहता है, आसमान से ट्रैवल करते जाओ। न्यू फकिंग जेड पैलेस। मेरे को लगा रस्सी के आर पार जाऊंगा ही नहीं। गेम वालों ने अच्छी बनाई है गेम। ओ हेलो हेलो
Ningguang's little secretary, we found all the materials.
निको मुआ। I don't understand the
already?
language. Bro, what the fuck?
All three of you found them together. Okay, I see.
Bro, what the fuck? I can understand other than what you
The
said. I
Wonder Cores
can't.
and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners.
So welcome to the stream.
I hereby
Thank you
announce
for
that the
coming.
winners of this material procurement
You can
contest
leave a
are
like if you
the
want.
Traveler,
It would be
Yunjin,
really
and
big help.
Beidou.
What? It's over already?
It would help a lot. Like,
I haven't even
because
found the prostrate yet.
Stream would recommend to other people.
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
All right then. Guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Hello, auntie.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah.
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules
Iski
here,
naak ka hai?
you will not be turned away.
Where is his
So,
nose?
the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of
I did not
belonging in
get
Liyue
there.
Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To
Ye
become
tak
fond of a
mas.
place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason.
Nane?
Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced.
Nane?
Or perhaps you enjoy
Oh,
the
yeah.
atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short,
There's,
everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
कोई मेरा
I see.
ना
Hey, what's going
कोई
on?
मेरा
I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
ना कोई
Come on,
मेरा
Beto. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
घर सा ना कोई
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest.
Okay.
Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beto, Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Tevat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
तो अब वो मुझसे लड़ेंगे या फिर वो चलेगी और वो
What are you
अब
doing
मुझसे
here?
लड़ेंगे.
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too.
Unleash! You will regret this!
क्या है, मेरे को समझ में आ गया कैसे लड़ना है. वेट करो आराम से. जब ये आए dodge करो easy.
Manifest!
Easy बस damage dodge. Easy. Hey, dodge. Dodge.
Unleash! Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
अल्ट वेस्ट कर दी मैंने.
Leave it all to me.
Hey, get him!
Obey!
Steady us. Go, fairy one!
My will embodied! Unleash!
Someone needs assistance.
Dragon.
Leave it all to me.
आयो ड्रैगन तो मैंने ऐसे ही मार दिया.
I must leave no
Get him!
I shall not yield! Manifest!
एक ड्रैगन एक बच गया, दूसरा उड़ा दिया इसने मैंने.
Leave it all to me.
Go, fairy bunny! Get him! Let it rain!
Take your true form! Obey! Cryo incarnate!
I must leave no stone un...
Nest Stone.
Manifest!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her.
मैंने ड्रैगन मार दिया, मैंने ड्रैगन मार दिया, उसकी माँ की चोट।
I'm just a little exhausted.
दोनों का मतलब
Otherwise,
एक ही तो
fine.
ऑलराइट और ओके, मतलब
I wanted
फर्क
to
है
deal with
बट
it
ज़्यादा
myself.
नहीं.
I didn't expect you to follow me.
You can use any of these.
Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
पहले ऑप्शन नहीं था जेट चैम्बर में टेलीपोर्टेशन का। आई थिंक एक गेम अपडेट के बाद आया, क्योंकि लोगों को मिलता नहीं था जेट चैम्बर में वापस कैसे जाना।
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard?
Achha.
Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Okay.
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。日后为你人不识，自有知音多情词。功名烈烈见了心，只知无愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
ओह मिल गया ये फाइन ओह अरे जाने देना कायरो
My pole arm doesn't distinguish, friend. From foe, and there is clearly a limit to the red rope's power.
पार्टी चेंज करनी पड़ेगी या इसका तो कोई फर्क होता नहीं तो
Just sharpen my spear.
चांगली कहाँ है बैग कहाँ है बैग पहले 2 स्टार फूड खत्म करते हैं
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I must leave no...
Nice and spicy. Animo test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2.
Get back!
Out of the frying pan, it's... Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. Steady as stone. Nice and spicy.
Get back!
Okay. I think कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ बट ठीक है कुछ तो मिला. आई थिंक एक क्राफ्ट कर लूँगा तो नेक्स्ट टाइम जब आऊँगा तब कर लूँगा. मैं अब क्यों जा रहा हूँ मैं क्वेस्ट.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, oh, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials. Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about? And who might this be?
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Huh? Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
Wait, TikTok sent me something.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
What do you mean, research?
Sorry. Don't mind me. What am I saying?
Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar-looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never.
Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG! Genius Invocation TCG! Haven't you heard of it before? Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar in the academia. People from all over are playing it now.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh? Why's that? Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift. Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter. Okay, fine. Paimon's curious and would like to give it a try. Please? Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the... Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Oh, and Sucrose the... I'm afraid I've already...
Don't worry, Margaret. Oh, actually, Margaret.
Genius Invoke... You see, more and more... My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am.
Only the average player is incapable.
Wow!
How can you use such... Oh? What?
Seriously, how can he get all of...
Yes, it was the...
So...
Hmm...
Though I'd love to...
Oh!
I'm sorry, but from the day I...
If Prince is unwilling...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Huh. Why? Seriously.
What can I say? Anyway, I...
Ha! Oh, you know...
Prince speaks...
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Shuyan.
Oh.
Ooh, oh. Okay. Yeah? What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you can't...
That's right.
Okay, oh, that
Are you sure that...
it's... Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So, yep. So, are you ready to... Okay. Everything's set up. Let's learn how to play... All right. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need after all.
Got it.
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, There's no way we'll be able to use D-Luke's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind, let's start with the normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Your verdict is?
Okay, 4 basically round है. Okay.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. It seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character.
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Just like the game, same graphics are the color.
Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
एक भी नहीं आया भाई.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now... So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage!
Final battle.
Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, Both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick. Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Ugh. Finally.
All right, cool. Well, we just played Genius Invocation, but although I feel
That was quite the detailed
What? Oh,
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
you snuck in without making a sound. Anyway,
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's Elf. I'm here today to...
too bad she just.
Never mind.
Wait, this it's Diluc's character card.
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was it?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TC.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard. I was hoping we could play a game. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have... Good. Then I'll take my...
You know where the door is. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope, well...
Ooh, but in order to play an official duel, remember...
Then, let's use my cards. These now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and All right.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true in a duel. Your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be...
Let's go.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Freeze!
Let's go.
Need to make a... Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. I want to help. Absorption test.
Okay.
Cool it!
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Cool it!
Stand clear.
Don't push your luck. I'm not done.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
लंबा खींचिए सात
Need to make adjustments.
Let's finish.
Okay. One character card defeated.
did I go wrong?
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Went easy on me, it was close.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory, but a losing streak. Besides, Sucrose, you're already making...
Thank you.
Good.
I'll definitely...
All right. I think... Burning...
I see. So you have now grasped the rule.
That's right. The Traveler,
Oh, sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid yes, basically.
So...
I agree.
Same way?
A well-trained Sucrose. Oh, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have...
Oh, Tamae's...
Oh, that's right. So the cat... Oh, Paimon can guess what you...
That would mean...
Darn, what a letdown. All right.
Probably for... Okay, so go...
But even for the...
Excellent plan.
If my master...
Hello, you three. Has little Dio... Ah, I see you're...
So this is a casket of...
That's right.
Yeah, well...
True. So I'm glad that You're not wrong.
All right. In that case, thanks.
I will do as you command.
अर्थ से ज़्यादा डैमेज देगा कौन सा अर्थ तो ऑलरेडी फायर ज़्यादा डैमेज देगा राइट या विंड
Just sharpen my spear.
ज़्यादा डैमेज देगा ये भी ठीक है
I must leave no stone unturned.
Boba, get them!
बहुत
Leave it all to...
My will embodied!
Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Manifest!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Ha!
Leave it all to me.
Take your true form!
Nice and spicy.
If at first you don't succeed, it was my honor to serve you.
Steady as stone.
I must leave no stone unturned. Yep.
Obey!
Out of the frying pan.
Steady as stone.
Manifest!
Boba, get the...
My will embodied!
You're toast!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Take your true form! By ordinance divine!
Nice and spicy. Race you! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and spicy!
Transfiguration!
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Freeze! Cool it! Check this out! Don't get frostbite.
to me.
My will embodied.
No escape from me.
But they still need me.
अबे
Transfiguration.
Steady as stone.
My will embodied.
Fire it up!
Cool it!
Supporting fire!
Okay.
ये फायर मूव कैसे यूज कर रहा है?
This move will be frozen in time.
Leave it all to me. As a dutiful maid would.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Don't get too close!
Cool it! Dodge this!
Oh. को सिंगल प्लेयर में कैसे करूं करना हो तो सिंगल प्लेयर कैसे करते हैं वापस
Mind be purged, world be saved.
एग्जिट कैसे करूं? आई थिंक अभी के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं.